video, I want to go and take you three of the hottest airdrop on the SUI ecosystem. We've seen Solana, Tia. I want to go and check out SUI and let you know my thoughts on it. So with that said, we jump straight onto the laptop, and the first one is called Volo. Make sure, guys, to please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share this video if you find it helpful. But what is Volo? Well, Volo is a DAO and DeFi platform integrating liquid stacking on SUI. Now, we know liquid stacking, lending, and borrowing, and all of those nice things, they do take a lot of airdrops in the ecosystem. We've seen it with the Solana ecosystem, and in SUI, I think it's no different. So what do we need to do to go and be eligible for this airdrop? Well, simply go on their website, which is this one, and simply stake your SUI. So as a SUI wallet, I do have the Martian one, I believe it's called, but you're simply able to go on SUI and find it out yourself. It is super simple. And the links of this will be down below, by the way, so make sure to go and utilize them. And here we go, the stake, and you decide how much to stake. You can put 100,000, 10,000, whatever you want, and you will receive the SUI in return. And when it comes to this first airdrop for this project, this is it. This is all you have to do. It is super simple. Come here, stake your balance, and then receive the VSUI in return. You're also able to go and learn a little bit more about all of this project down here. And there's also in the description, you will find links to other free airdrops with not in the SUI ecosystem. But if you are into airdrops and you want to get some free airdrops, all the links will be down below. So make sure to utilize it. But this is the first SUI airdrop that we are going to see. So simply stake your SUI. Let's go to airdrop number 2, and we go, it's called Hael. This is a prime liquid stacking protocol on SUI network once again. And all of this on the SUI ecosystem, we've seen how much rewards Tia gave. We've seen how much rewards Solana gave. SUI is a very hyped and talked about airdrop as well. And you do not want to miss it. And all of these projects have like 2,000 followers, 10,000 followers. So they are relatively small compared to what could be other projects that we've seen before in the Solana ecosystem, etc. So the sooner you enter this project, if there's going to be an airdrop, there are confirmed airdrop for this, but if there's going to be an airdrop in the SUI network, there's not many people farming it. So make sure to jump in as soon as possible. And we got this one on the SUI network. This is the website that you will be redirected. As we see, they only have 5,000 total users. This is so under farm compared to Solana airdrop, or we got, for example, the Kinsa airdrop, which you're able to find on my channel on the BNB network if you do have BNB token left on the side. And these are really lucrative airdrop because there's so many little people that are doing it that you can be making a lot of income from it. But as you're able to go and see, if you, let's say it's the same as before, so it is a liquid stacking protocol. So let's say you have 10,000 SUI, and I would say divide them between what we are going to see next, because the next one, it is a lending money market in the SUI network. So let's say you have 10,000 SUI, I would probably put around 3,000 over here on the Volo one. I will put 3,000 on the Hael, which you simply need to go and stake it out over here. You're able to withdraw them as well and claim your token as well. We got the DeFi, so you're also able to provide liquidity, which could be an extra points for the airdrop to be able to go and farm it when it gets released. We got the validator, and we got the different stats over here. So I would suggest you to go and put with a total, let's say you go 10,000 SUI or whatever you want, and just divide it yourself. I would put 30% on the Volo liquid stacking over here. I would put 30% on the Hael over here. And I would keep 40% for what Scallop is. Because Scallop is a lending money market on the SUI network. And this one has we've seen how good the liquid providing is. So to supply and borrow tokens within Solana, Tia, BNB, they are the most lucrative airdrop because they have a TVL and they have fundings that is more than a lot of other projects. So I would keep 40% of it over here. And what do you need to do? Well, with this one, the other one are stacking. So the risk of losing money is not incredibly there stacking, but of course I'm no financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. This is just my strategy to go and enter this airdrop. But with the Scallop could be a little bit risky. So this trust for the Scallop to supply and deposit token. So you are lending and you are borrowing token. When you lend and borrow token, my suggestion is first of all to keep it 50% or 40%. So let's say you lend $100 over here, you supply, you decide how much you want to put. You supply $100 worth of SUI. You only borrow an asset for the 40% of the value you supplied. So for example, VSUI and or HA SUI, my opinion would be to keep a same token. So if you got SUI, lend SUI and borrow VSUI or HA SUI. So a token that goes up or down with SUI together. The other strats would be that if you do have the USDC, you go and lend USDC, you borrow USDT, so that you are playing these games with a strategy that is more or less, if one goes up, the other one goes up. If one goes down, the other one goes down. So the risk of impermanent loss is always there because there could be something wrong, but it is less risky. It's more risky if you go and lend SUI and you borrow Ethereum, for example. That could be a bit of a risky play because one goes up, the other one doesn't essentially have to go up with it. It hopefully will follow along, but you never know. So that's when it comes to the risky part. But also here, Scallop already has the airdrop page, which as we're able to go and see, simply connect the wallet, you're able to claim now, you're able to see all the different phases. The snapshot date has not phase the post engagement and reward has ended. Then we have the phase 2, which is continued participation that only started 5 days ago and will go on until the end of January 2024. So make sure to go and check them out, and you do receive the mystery pearl. So it's a already confirmed airdrop and it works absolutely beautiful. SUI, in my opinion, it's one of those ecosystems that is so much undervalued right now that a lot of people will eventually join in, but being so undervalued and so new, there is so much profit to be made in terms that, as we've seen, there are some of them that only have 5,000 people in the ecosystem participating in the airdrop. We've seen on Solana MarginFi, they have 212,000 people. In Drift, they got 80,000. Camino has over 120,000. So it is very much a better game or a better bet if you go and want to risk it with this. Of course, the ecosystem is smaller, but you never know. Could be the next TIA, could be the next Manta, could be the next one of those projects that just went skyrocketed. And if you did invest like 2 weeks before when it was still early, you could have made a good return. So make sure to choose your battles and to choose your game plan very according to what you can. I personally have, let's say, $2,000 in allocation that I can go and utilize for this airdrop. I put 500 in Kinsa on BNB, 500 in Solana. I try to do everything within the Solana ecosystem, 500 in the TIA network, 500 in the Kujira network, and then I need to go and add another 500 now for the SUI network. So make sure that you do your game plan according to what you are able to utilize it. But I do think that the, this SUI network it's very hyped up. There's very much hyped around it. And I think it could be the next real thing in terms of ecosystem rewarding their testnet and their early users. Even though SUI had a bit of a reputation at the beginning that they didn't want to support the early user with an airdrop, so that made a little bit of the community run away. But I think it is time for it to be what it can be, and I really think it's going to be a great airdrop if you go and invest. So do your due diligence, but this is my take on it. Top 3 airdrop in the SUI network. If you do like it, I'll take you another video in the future. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow for another daily video. Ciao guys.